nonprofit I'm a part of that's working to collaborate with GANS, and it is the Mental Health Initiative for South Asians. The Mental Health Initiative for South Asians, or MHISA for short, is a national student-led 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to bridging the gap between South Asian communities and mental health care. About 1 in 5 South Asians in the US will experience a mental health condition such as depression or anxiety, and the needs and cultural differences of South Asians have been historically underaddressed in mental health. Today, many South Asian communities remain unintegrated with mental health care and their local resources. MHISA's mission is to change this with research, targeted resource development, and tailored community outreach. We now stand at the front lines of bridging the gap between South Asian communities and mental health care. MHISA has chapters at Stanford, Berkeley, UT Dallas, the University of Connecticut, the University of Central Florida, and we have our parent chapter right here at UT Austin. As a Nepali representative of MHISA Texas's Community Engagement and Outreach team, I'm here to present to you the work that MHISA does, MHISA's past and current efforts to support the local Austin Nepali community, and recruitment for both our parent chapter at UT Austin, our other established chapters, and for newer chapters later on. I promise not to take too much of your time, and I thank you again for being all here. To begin, I'm going to briefly explain how each MHISA chapter works and its 4 branches. We have a research branch in each one, a community engagement and outreach branch, which is my branch, an intervention development branch, and a social media branch. The research teams of each MHISA branch work together with university resources to create tailored prevention training for South Asian students. For example, for the UT Austin chapter, we were in collaboration with UT's Counseling and Mental Health Center and to develop a suicide prevention training tailored specifically to South Asian students. And generally in the research teams, students work in teams to conduct research projects spanning from across 1 to a few semesters. So for students that are interested in undergraduate research, this is an excellent opportunity at UT Austin to engage in research and at the same time to be passionate about social causes. Then, on the community engagement and outreach team, this is my team, we work by directly collaborating with local South Asian communities, reaching them where they are culturally, and presenting tailored workshops to ensure the well-being of both adults and children alike in the community. Then on the intervention development team, this is a more resource-led team in which students work on their own individual projects to develop resources tailored for South Asian students and adults alike. We recently had a presentation called Vilse with the Austin Family Services of Austin, and I believe a psychiatrist at Dell Medical School presenting a talk, and also unveiling a resource guide for domestic violence and SA victims tailored for South Asian victims in the Austin area. And finally, we have our social media team, which works to collaborate with all 3 other branches, posting to our accounts and keeping everyone updated about our current progress. I'm now going to speak further onto MHISA's past work with the Austin Nepali community. MHISA has had last spring, we had a workshop with the Lions Club. It was an online workshop addressing stigma, coping skills, and self-care. Then last fall, we had a workshop with GANS on stress management via improving mental resilience through community and self-care. And later this semester, probably around March or April, we're going to be having another workshop with GANS on community connection and recognizing warning signs. We'll be announcing the date soon and publishing that on the GANS Facebook, as well as sending out invites to everyone. But either way, if you are interested, please come. We would love to have you there, and we're so excited to be working with GANS again. But yes, here is our QR code to our website and the QR code to our Instagram. We are also recruiting for any current UT Austin students to the Community Engagement and Outreach team this semester. If doing this kind of work interests you and you would love to give back to your community, please come, because I'm graduating this semester. So after I leave, there will be no Nepali people left at MHISA, Texas. So if you would like to take my job, by all means, I will show you how to do it. But yes, and if you are a student or a prospective student at another institution, please come speak with me if you're interested in establishing your own branch of a nonprofit at your institution. Running MHISA is like running a student org. So you get to slap the nonprofit label on it, but you still get to do live in work in an environment that's student-led and student-tailored. But yeah, so please again, keep an eye out for our upcoming workshop. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. It's so lovely to speak to you all. Thank you.
There are some volunteers that are trying to help us with our system here. They are Nepali Student Association who are trying to help our Impact Nepal regarding a lot of things. So I'll let them introduce themselves, okay? So if you have any questions, their first time they are introducing themselves. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Okay, start. Step 2.
Namaste Sabajana. My name is Sweet Karki. I'm an engineering major.
Namaste. My name is Nizan. I'm a neuroscience major.
Namaste. My name is Dipti. I'm a business major.
सबैजनालाई नमस्ते म सृजन र म चाहिँ साइकोलोजी र इकोनोमिक्स मेजर अब हामीले आज के कुरा गर्न लाग्यो भने त्यसको बारेमा अलि इन्ट्रोडक्सन हामी हजुरलाई दिन चाहन्छौँ हामीले इङ्ग्लिसमा बोल्छौँ हामीले अलि सुरुमा तर अन्तिममा चाहिँ हामीले एउटा समरी चाहिँ नेपालीमा पनि दिन्छौँ हजुर सबैजनालाई इङ्ग्लिसमा चाहिँ अलि हाम्रो यङ्गर जेनेरेसनलाई पनि अलि इन्भल्भ गर्नको लागि सो हु आर we are the Nepali Student Association consulting team. I had the privilege of talking with Dr. Neo and Ranju Madam quite recently. Our vision is essentially to help our community. We want to help you guys grow. We want to make sure medical care, whether it's here in Austin, Dallas, wherever you are from, right? We want to make sure everyone has the adequate care. And it's really important, especially in the state of our country where healthcare, insurance, all of that is so tough to attain, and especially for our visiting family members, our bua, our amas, we need to make sure that they are also taking care of their health, which is so important. So with that in mind, we had proposed the idea of basically involving ourselves with Impact Nepal. So just being a part of your group to help you guys and also help ourselves to provide professional opportunities to use our skills and see it into the professional world. And then with younger generations, we're kind of getting diverted away from our culture. So we want to make sure we're together throughout thick and thin. So what is our goal? Like I already said, we want to bridge the gap. This is your team I was able to extract from Facebook. This is our team, just a soccer team that we have as a part of NSA, which consists of over 100 Nepali students currently, with also diverse perspectives coming from Peru, some from Germany with background in Germany, a lot of diverse perspectives. And then our next thing is going to be just supporting the initiatives, right? What you guys have created over the past few years is amazing. It is something that is not only going to help the younger generations, but it also helps the older generation, who we typically tend to overlook. So it's really important that we continue that and we make sure the workflow, so we get more Amabuas to come in. We make sure that you guys don't have too much stress beyond your personal life. And we, on the other hand, we support all of that to ensure a smooth running team. Okay, so what is our plan? So we had proposed a 3-step plan. First was creating a stronger online presence and strengthening our workflow. Number 2 was bridging high school, college, and professional world. And then number 3 was direct funding opportunities expand to the best of our ability. Something that I'm pretty sure a lot of the medical professionals here did was whenever they did their medical oath, you guys all promised that you would help the community, you would help the nations no matter who they are, right? And it is important, it is important that we take that within ourselves. I myself, as someone that's going into medical field, and I really value the idea of helping everybody, right? Insurance, money, that's not the care. The main reason why we are all in this is because of our passion to help and give back to our nations. So with that, so whenever I mention expand, I just want to make sure that this is just the idea of just like expanding our hand. We're giving our hand forward to say, we're here for you, when you don't have the support or you don't have the resources to do so. So going by the plans itself, briefly, the first thing is going to be just creating a stronger online presence. I feel like this will help Impact Nepal in general just be a major hub. So rather than having to go through multiple Google Forms, multiple different paper, we want to have everything in our website where even the doctors can have all the required notes, everything from their EHR, all the required paperwork and everything in one area. Alongside that, when it comes to the patient side of it, They don't bother you in your personal time, in your personal contact. They have all the information that is needed online, so you guys can maintain that professional level of idea, and they're not bothering you, asking for medications without a direct checkup, right? Those are important things that we need to make sure so that they're actually coming in for their checkup and not just asking for a refill, because we need to make sure all their levels are good. And then Messenger to inform families, this is something that we believe that it would be a great idea. We are already also involved, as I can see from all these amazing people that are already here. We can expand this to inform families about when we're having these clinics, what our plans are, and get more of the younger generation more involved. Here, they don't only get to talk with the professional world, but also from students that were in their shoes and now are in college, exploring the career world. There's a lot of gap that exists between. And that brings us, after we have a strong presence, a strong build-up, a strong portfolio, we can go into the second step, bridging that difference. Providing opportunities for younger generation means we're not just saying it for the name of it. That's something that my mom always says. And that's something that really strongly resonates with me, right? We can have a community, but if we're not providing them adequate resources, opportunities, it's just a title at the end of the day. So we want to make sure that Impact Nepal and us UT people, all of us are able to just bridge that gap by providing opportunities for everybody. And then same thing with the group chat for younger students, get them more involved into something that is beyond just high school level, because college is a different territory that they step into. And a lot of people get caught off guard by it, and exploring career opportunities, which is important. And then the third step is just going to be expanding Impact's Nepali reach. So our main focus is Nepali people. That is no doubt, right? But beyond that, there are also a big group of people that also need help. Doesn't mean we divert our attention from just Nepali people to everybody else. They are still our main people that we focus on. It's just we expand the hand to say, hey, if you need it, you are still a human being. You're still someone that needs that medical care. We are here for you. You don't have insurance, no worries. Liability paperwork, those are big things that come into play. That's why this is our final step. So this could be this year, next year, possibly it is endless. It just depends on how we move forward from it. So that is essentially the goal that we have in mind and our basic pitch. And at the end, our team, as you can see, we have already gathered over 12 people from NUT, NSA. And as you can see, they all are majoring in something very different. You won't see something that is similar to one another, because we all bring multiple perspectives. We have thought about this, and every single one of us are here, not because of money, not because of whatever the other things you guys might be thinking of. It's mainly just passion. We want to give back to our community, we want to give back to the world, and we want to make sure that you guys have the space to thrive, grow, just like we want that same space. That is everything from my end. Thank you so much. If you have any questions.
If you have any questions, you can ask them. They're ready to answer, I think.
What
The website you guys are talking about, is that you guys' website or your
होइन हजुरको वेबसाइट हो
Okay.
सबै इम्प्याक्ट नेपालको द्याट्स समय दिनै बिर्स्यो अन्तिममा तर इम्प्याक्ट नेपालको वेबसाइटलाई अलि रिभ्याम्प गर्ने सोच्यो हामीले हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ 2024को वेबसाइटदेखि तिमी हामीले रिभ्याम्पहरू नभएको त्यसैले हजुरको अपोइन्टमेन्टदेखि लिएर सबै सेटअप गर्नको लागि किन ह्यासल लिने भनेर सबै वेबसाइटमै सबै दिएपछि हजुर क्यालेन्डरदेखि अपडेट गर्ने सबै हब मेन हब भनौँ न त्यही विचार छ वेबसाइटको लागि चाहिँ
We definitely need that.
भन्नुहोस्
So, in terms of volunteer opportunity, कसैलाई volunteer गर्नु छ भने, are you guys already specifically your members are specific to UT student, or you are also involved all of the high school?
हजुर त्यो एकदम राम्रो क्वेसन हो हाम्रो युटीको टिम भनेको चाहिँ खासमा हाम्रो ब्याक एन्ड अफ द टिम होइन हजुरको जसरी हजुरको मेन हायरकी हुन्छ त्यहाँ हजुरले मेन कन्ट्रोल गर्नुहुन्छ हाम्रो पनि खासमा युटीको साइडमा त्यही हो हामीले कनेक्ट गर्ने हो अपर्च्युनिटी चाहिँ एभ्री वान इज अभाइलेबल फर द अपर्च्युनिटी होइन यहाँ भन्दा नि अब हामीले युटीदेखि कति धेरै रिसोर्सेस छ स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूलाई त्यहाँ पनि ल्याउने अपर्च्युनिटिजहरू पेरेन्ट्ससँग पहिला मेनको चाहिँ ट्रस्ट बिल्ड गरेपछि विल गिभ अपर्च्युनिटिज फर एभ्रीबडी टेक ओभर चाहिँ होइन यो चाहिँ हामीले एनएसए आएर इम्प्याक्ट नेपाललाई भन्दा नि एनएसए गर्ने चाहिँ त्यो विचार छ
So you're open to enroll,
सबैजना
giving an opportunity.
हजुर
Is restriction के छ?
एज रिस्ट्रिक्सन चाहिँ अब यो हाम्रो सिन्स सबै कम्युनिटीको प्रोग्राम भएको हुनाले एज रिस्ट्रिक्सन त्यस्तो केही छैन अब कुनै अब लेट्स चाहिँ अब हामीहरू बाहिर युटीदेखि केही ठुलो अपर्च्युनिटी छ भने त्यो अरू कम्पनीजहरूले अब 18+ गर्यो भने हामीले त्यो रिक्वायरमेन्टसँग बस्नु पऱ्यो तर हामीहरू केही इभेन्ट छ भने नेटवर्किङ इभेन्ट छ अब लेट्स चाहिँ हामीले अब 20जना युटी स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू ल्यायौँ भने एभ्री वान्स ओपन टु एजहरूको जति यङदेखि भए पनि जति ओल्ड भयो पनि अरू केही क्वेसन छ प्रश्नहरू
You guys are helping Impact Nepal's website to make it more better, precise,
हजुर
easily accessible.
हजुर वेबसाइट भन्दा पनि अब इन्स्टाग्राम सोसियल मिडिया पनि भनौँ हामीहरूको पोस्टहरूदेखि अलिक सजिलो नै सबै बुझ्ने गरेर नेपाली र इङ्ग्लिसमा यङ्गर जेनेरेसनलाई पनि अलि इन्भल्भ गर्नको अनि मेन कुरा नेपाली नभुलोस् भनेर पनि नेपाली बच्चाहरूलाई पनि अलिक बढी नेपालीमै त्यो लेख्न सिकाउने के त्यो गरेपछि अलि हाम्रो कल्चर हेरिटेज सबै प्रोटेक्ट हुन्छ नि त विचार चाहिँ त्यो हो मेन कुरा
I just want to add कि उनीहरूको टिमले चाहिँ हाम्रो अपकमिङ युथहरूलाई मेन्टरसिप पनि गर्छ. That's also one of the goals.
हजुर
I'm just So how do you help the patients to improve the communication among the team member? कसरी communicate गर्छ so that they don't bother us भनेर.
हजुर
So how do you fix that?
हजुर अब हाम्रो अब टेक्निकल टिम देख्यो भने हाम्रो मार्केटिङ टेक्निकल र अनसाइट टिम छ होइन अनसाइट टिम भनेको अब हामीले हरेक महिना आएर हामीहरूको फिजिकली नै हामीहरू यहाँ प्रेजेन्ट हुन्छ त्यही माथि अब 1 महिनाको त हाम्रो ग्यापै हुन्छ हजुरको त्यो क्लिनिक भएकोदेखि अब अर्को क्लिनिकसम्म त ग्याप हुन्छ त्यति बेला पनि हाम्रो सबै 12 जनाको टिमदेखि हामीहरू गो बी एक्टिभ अनलाइन केही क्वेसन छ भने डाइरेक्ट हजुरलाई गएर अलि कामहरू होला हजुर होइन त्यस्तोको सट्टा चाहिँ दे वो इमेल अन द वेबसाइट और इभन च्याट हामीलाई इमेल आउँछ त्यहाँदेखि चाहिँ वो कन्ट्याक्ट डिपेन्डिङ अन हजुरको अभाइलेबिलिटी कति छ रादर देन हजुरलाई ओ मेरो यो पनि काम छ त्यो पनि काम छ भने अलिक ओभर स्टिमुलेट हुन्छ नि त विचार चाहिँ त्यो गरेर द्याट्स क्यान बी द प्रोसेस कम्युनिकेसनको लागि चाहिँ अरू त अब चाहिँ त्यही हजुर तर मेन चाहिँ अब हामीले आज आएको चाहिँ त्यही हेर्नको लागि मन थियो एकदमै कसरी चल्छ किनभने म डालसदेखि हो त्यसरी मलाई थाहा छैन मलाई इम्प्याक्ट नेपालको चाहिँ मैले अलि हिमालयन क्लिनिक डालसमा अटेको छ त्यहाँदेखि नै यहाँ पनि अस्सीमा छ कि भनेर त्यो सोचले खोजिरहेको थिएँ अनि त्यो इम्प्याक्ट नेपाल देखेपछि अब यहाँ पनि रहेछ यहाँ पनि अलिक हेल्प गरौँ हुन्छ त्यही सोचेर अनि आज आएको होइन म चाहिँ एनएससी म चाहिँ अहिले अस्सीमा पढ्छु अनि डक्टरले एउटा राम्रो कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो किनभने म अब म्याथ स्कुलमा गएपछि तिमी गएपछि अरू को आउँछ भन्नुभएको थियो त्यो विचारले चाहिँ म युटिएनएससीको म प्रेसिडेन्ट पनि हो यो वर्षको लागि अनि त्यही विचार चाहिँ यहाँ नेपाली स्टुडेन्ट्सको कति धेरै पपुलेसन नै अलरेडी छ त्यसैले कनेक्ट गरेपछि म गए पनि अब अर्को वर्ष गए पनि आइराख्ने हुन्छ नि त नेपाली स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू अनि त्यो चाहिँ हाम्रो लङ टर्मको प्लान चाहिँ थियो हजुर त्यही हो त्यसैले हाम्रो सबै अहिलेको टिम एनएसएको टिम र अब अर्को वर्ष आउने टिम र म गएपछि पनि म डालसदेखि पनि अनलाइनमा यिनीहरूलाई सबै फाउन्डेसन सेटअप गरेर म गएपछि चाहिँ दे विल कन्टिन्यू
And we do have the high school students too.
Exactly.
As the volunteer. How can they register for volunteering?
We are going to reach out to, we'll send out like a Google form and then from there on out we'll involve you in your own group chat where we kind of involve you on that end, right? Because on the coding end, we don't want to throw you a code and it's like do it. We want to make sure you guys kind of build up on that skills.
So do you think you can include the tab as a volunteer so that
Yes.
they can register?
Yes. That's the other thing. Yeah, we want to make sure all the tabs are working, everything's functioning, and all of that.
I think we need to strategize how to use them and how to benefit them and benefit us.
This is the beginning,
Yeah,
they are
this is
starting
the
now.
beginning.
So we'll collaborate with our new team. And then we'll start everything and everything will be like kind of streamlined.
And we also need somebody who's going to lead in your team.
त्यसरी थर्ड स्टेप त्यो एक्सप्यान्ड भनेको सुरुमा आफ्नो कम्युनिटीमा राम्रो गरौँ त्यसपछि बढाउँदै जाऊँ त्यो सानो सानो स्टेप्स लिने सबै
धेरै नेपाली छ हामी त भेरी स्मल छ नि त होइन साउथको मान्छेहरूलाई अझै पनि थाहा छैन कि हाम्रो बारेमा because we want you to tell them that there is impact Nepal. If you have your parents and who doesn't have insurance, we are here.
Right.
You would think so.
Us.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.